Hi there, I'm Christine Weber. Welcome to my weekly live stream. Hey, if you're watching on Instagram, you might get a better view and sound over on YouTube or Facebook, Subtle Yoga with Christine Weber. So welcome. I love supporting mature yoga teachers as they get their wisdom out into the world. And today what I want to talk to you about is arthritis. Arthritis is the topic that we are exploring right now in the Subtle Yoga Resilience Society. That's my weekly membership group. We meet live every Wednesday. So right now we're taking a deep dive into specifically osteoarthritis. We're not really talking about rheumatoid or ankylosing spondylitis or other kinds of autoimmune arthritis. We're really focusing on osteo because it's more common and because the strategies are a little different when you're dealing with an autoimmune issue. So arthritis, the biggest issue with arthritis, of course, well, for many people, it's swelling and deformation, but for most people, it's pain, uncomfortable, like low back, knee. People get arthritis everywhere. Fingers are a big place. And the impulse that we have when we're in pain is to stop moving, right? It's just, that's what our body tells us to do. I have pain, so I better not move that thing. I better immobilize it. Now, this is accurate when it comes to injuries and acute pain. So if you break your arm, they're going to put it in, you're going to put it in a sling maybe, or put a cast on it. You're immobilizing it because that's how the body will heal from acute injuries. The same thing is true. If you sprain your ankle or you pull a muscle, you are going to have to move less so that the body can heal it. Arthritis is something different. Arthritis is a chronic condition, and the pain is not caused by the wearing down of the cartilage. That's a misunderstanding. Cartilage does not have a lot of nociceptors in it, which are danger signals that then get translated into pain signals in the brain. Rather, they are largely, it really doesn't matter that much at what's going on with your cartilage. And there's, I say that with a lot of caveats, but in general, there's all sorts of studies out there that show like knees and low backs and shoulders and necks with messed up cartilage, messed up discs. And there's very little correlation with pain. And that's because pain is a very complex biopsychosocial phenomenon. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. And I'm going to use my mother as the example because she's such a Wonder Woman. My mother is 84 years old. She plays tennis at least twice a week for 2 hours in Florida, even in the summer. Sometimes she plays on Saturdays for 2 hours too. So she plays 2 or 3 times a week for 2 hours. And I often say to my mom, how are things going? She's like, well, the doctor says I have arthritis in my back and my hip and blah, blah, blah. Of course she has arthritis in her back and her hip. She's 84. Like it's almost inevitable. There's young people with that, with plenty of arthritis. But what happens for my mom is that she loves playing tennis. It's her thing. She loves the socializing part of it. She loves whacking the ball around. She's really good. And so she just sort of gets through it, and she doesn't have any acute injuries. When she does, she slows down. But when she just has her regular arthritis, she just keeps moving because she likes to move. So there's a part of arthritis management that has to do with finding movement that you love and doing it, even if you're not feeling so comfortable. This is a really fine line to walk because we don't want people to be in pain and we don't want to exacerbate their pain and we don't want to say, work out really hard and just bust through it and deal with it. We don't want to say that. That's not helpful. But on the other hand, we don't want to say, oh, you're in so much pain, don't do anything. That exacerbates the pain. So I like to walk on this line as a yoga teacher. And what I like to tell people is find what's comfortable for you so that you're not exacerbating the pain, but you're finding comfort movement and fun movement and enjoyable movement. And if there's a little discomfort with it, that's okay. Let's reframe it. Instead of saying, it's so much pain, we reframe it as a little bit discomfort, because the more that pain is a vicious cycle. And the more that you tell your body, or your body tells your brain that you're in pain, the more you become what's called sensitized to pain. They call it centralized sensitization. So you get more sensitized and the pain gets worse to the point where you don't want to do anything. And that is when really start going downhill. Like the not moving is the key thing that will make you worse and increase your pain. What the standard of care is from the Western medical community when somebody presents with arthritis is the first recommendation is move. So so as a brain-oriented yoga teacher, the more signals I can help students send to the brain of safety, because we don't have pain signals in our body, we have danger signals. I know that one's hard to take, but it's true. So the more feelings I can send of safety, comfort, easefulness, the more I can start people on that trajectory of neuroplasticity towards comfort, even with their arthritis, and feeling like more interested. Maybe I can go out for a walk now. Maybe I can play tennis. Maybe I can even take a hike. So that folks are starting to feel a sense of confidence and safety in their body. They're safe in their body. Safety is everything, not only when it comes to trauma practices, when it comes to chronic pain, feeling safe. So I want to help people feel safe. I want them to have fun with movement, enjoy it. These are all elements of neuroplasticity. And I want them to have a sense of confidence in their body. When you tell people that their body is breaking down, oh, look at that, you have all this cartilage loss, your body is breaking down. That contributes to more chronic pain. The body is inherently a healing entity. It knows how to heal. It's remarkable at healing. And yes, arthritis makes inflammation. The inflammation can contribute to discomfort. We want to reduce inflammation in the body, but we also want to increase confidence. My body is strong. Even when you're dying, more things are going right in your body than are going wrong, believe it or not, which is crazy, but it's true. So we want to have people have this feeling of like, my body's comfortable. My body is, I can find comfortable movements. And every time I do that, I'm rewiring my nervous system and my brain. I'm rewiring it towards positive neuroplasticity, comfort, ease, and better movement and a better quality of life. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you today is some simple visualization that I do a lot of times when I'm working with people with arthritis. And I like to give them I like to use the imagery of water. It's really easy to do from a chair yoga perspective. And you could do it on the floor. You could do it, with a regular yoga class. So I like to use the Pawan Mukta asanas, which are the joint rotations. And there's a whole series of them from the Bihar School of Yoga. So I like to use joint rotations, but I get creative with them. So what if you were playing in the water? You're just standing up to your waist in water and you're just playing and letting the arms move through the water easily. And you can use this kind of movement. You can do it with your legs too. What if they were just, with the back on a wall or lying on the floor? So, and bringing in all that imagery of coolness, easefulness, ease of movement. Of course, getting in the water and going to a water, arthritis class or water yoga arthritis class is also a fantastic idea. Yeah, but I teach yoga. I don't teach yoga in the water. Some people do. That's not my only thing. So the imagery is a great way to do that. And when you're not in a pool and you're at home, you can teach people to do these kind of practices at home too. So I hope that's helpful. That a little bit of chronic pain education. I send people to Lorimer Mosley's website. It's called Tame the Beast. Tame the Beast. Lots of great information on it for helping people to cope with chronic pain situations. I hope this is helpful. Hey, let me know what else you want me to talk about. Go ahead and leave a comment. And thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.